Hello, good evening to everybody that is watching. This is me again, Mikhail. So basically this video is to rectify and also to address certain parties and also to address certain issues that has been going on since Saturday. It seems that my video has reached about 100,000+ views in IG, and I think about I made 30, 40, 50,000 in Facebook. Alright, before I start addressing or before I start speaking, first of all I would like to apologize from my side and for myself to NEA, because I was wrongly advised. As I mentioned that my wife was she took a jab, so she wasn't feeling very good. She was very groggy, so she heard wrongly when the officers came. She thought they were from the NEA, but they are from the URA. Alright, so basically from my part to NEA, I would like to say I'm very sorry for tagging you guys, and I'm also very sorry for saying that the officers are from NEA, and I hope you guys forgive me for it. Alright, so that's more on the NEA side. Alright, so what I want to address is right now is basically the parties that came was from URA. Alright, they also called me this afternoon. A lady called me this afternoon, and straight away the lady told me that they didn't come to attack me personally. It wasn't intentional checkup. It was basically there were multiple complaints that I had a party, so they came. What I understand is also no, actually I don't understand it, because when they said someone complained that I had a lot of people, I had a party or whatever, like I said, the house was empty, the house was very dark, it was very quiet, but they still wasn't happy, so they barged in. Okay, so few issues for me to address right now. Okay, this is basically more to the URA, and you guys can also take this as information from your side. Okay, so basically this act, sorry, before I continue, I have a lot of haters or people who don't agree with what I say, who has been uploading and telling me and have been giving me this thing called the Infectious Act for COVID. Alright, it's true. The Infectious Act, basically, if someone have COVID and they're in the house and they don't want to come out, or someone is harboring them, it's true that the police or the authorities can rush in the house and take them out or arrest them or bring them away without any warrant. Alright, but that is the Infectious Act. The complaint this time is not about someone having COVID. The complaint was about there was a party in my house, social gathering more than 2%. So basically it's two different topics. So for you people out there who's been giving me the Infectious Act and tagging me, please do not be dumb. The topic basically is not about COVID. The topic is about safety distancing and about people, how many people are there in your house. So please don't attack me or send me rubbish because you don't understand. Like I said, this is not about COVID or someone who's having COVID, or if I'm harboring someone who has COVID, or if there's someone who has COVID in my house. It's not about that. It's about people complain that this house got a party and there are people inside. Okay, so please do not tag me the Infectious Act. It does not apply to my matter. I will read to you guys now an act from the URA, okay, and I'll explain. When a URA officer come, alright, this is the act that you guys must always remember. The authority may, for the purpose of this act, by its employees, agents or contractors, enter at all reasonable hours in the day into and upon a building or land for the purpose of making any survey or inspection, and for the purpose of executing work authorized by this act to be executed by them, without being liable to any legal proceedings or molestation whatsoever on account of such entry or of anything done in part of such building or land in pursuance of this act. Alright, if you guys do not know what this means, it means very simple. They can come, they can enter, alright, but to avoid all this legal proceeding being said that this guy molest me, this officer molest me, they should have a female officer to follow the like I just said, inside is my wife. They should have that female officer to be my wife all the time. It cannot be the guy following my wife to the room. It must be the girl itself, or the guy and the girl, or basically the whole group. So this is the act, all right? So that's what it means. At the same time, an employee or agent or contractor of or person acting on behalf of the authority shall not enter into a building in actual occupation without the consent of the occupier thereof, or without 6 hours previous notice of such occupier. Let's just say URA come. You have the right to tell them you do not allow them to enter. Alright? If you tell them they cannot enter, they cannot enter. But they can come back 6 hours later because they give you a notice, and then they can come and check. But when they come and check, there is protocol. Alright? So basically, they will come basically with a police to escort them. Simple. Police do not conduct checks on home. So the police was not here to check home. The police was here to escort them. Alright? But my argument is, if the police is escorting them and the police on the body camera, the right protocol to do is they can check the house. My wife, being not well, was not in her stable mind, let them in. They should go to room by room, or they should check. Everybody should go. The 4 parties from URA and also the 2 policemen should go. Everybody should go to every single room. But for what you see from the video, it didn't happen. Alright? The guy asked for my wife particulars. He followed my wife to the room. And if you are watching this, Mr. Officer, I was told that you are the most senior there and you were the one leading this operation. How stupid are you? It's a woman in pajamas that is very, very private. She is not well. She told you guys she is not well because she took the injection. How could you enter the room and take the particulars of my wife inside the room with her alone while her wearing pajamas? Are you chicope, or are you a pervert, or are you just trying your luck? I'm not accusing you, but as a man, when you do that, this comes to my mind. Alright? After 2 minutes, then one more officer follow. Alright? Then after 1 minute, then a female officer follow. The right way to do is every single URA officer should follow my wife to the room, even the police officers. Alright? The second guy who came in, no comment. Maybe your mind is slow, so you come in slow. For the lady in the tudong, I don't understand why you were so busy looking at my frames and my stuff. I don't know whether you're a fan, or you just I won't call you kepo, or maybe you are just excited, or maybe you do not know how your job. A lady in pajamas is not well, is being interviewed, and you let your fellow officer be with her alone in the room, and you're outside. And the 2 police officer, I'm not saying our police is not good, right? Our police is so-called one of the best in the world. Our country is very, very safe and very, very peaceful. But you guys are there to escort. You guys were wearing body cameras, and you guys were just standing outside looking at my ball, looking at my cat, looking at some other stuff. That's not the way to work, bro. So basically, if you do not know protocol, you do not know your work, maybe you should go back to the station and tell them to teach you back again, you know. But I feel that you guys, it's not that you guys didn't do a good job. You guys did a good job by escorting those people, but I think you guys didn't follow protocol. And for URA, it's very, very simple. I was advised by my lawyer, this is a gate. You know what URA told me? URA told me, oh, when we saw your house, your gate was open, so we go in. The gate was open because for my car to be parked inside. If I open my gate and you said that if anybody can go in because my gate is open, everybody in this neighborhood will go inside my gate. Are you telling me, URA, that if a gate is open, you can just come in? It's common sense. You come to check on people's house because there was a complaint. Fine, you do your job. And before entering the gate, there was a doorbell. You should press the doorbell. After you press the doorbell, my wife will come out. She will ask you, yes, and you will say you are here to do a check because there's complaint or her party or whatever. To me, there's no noise. The house was dark. You guys were outside for maybe about a minute or 2. You all can see whether there was a party inside. But no, you just choose to check. Maybe you guys really wanted to find somebody inside. Only when she said you can enter, then you enter the premises. Yes, it's true that you guys didn't trespass because my wife let you in. But to me, you entered my compound without even being invited. That's already trespassing. But my wife invited you to the house, so it's a very grey scale, in a very grey line here. To you, you didn't trespass because my wife opened the door, you entered my house. But to me, you entered my compound without even being invited in. The gate was open, you straight away go inside to the door. That's not the way to be. You know, if you guys do not know how to work, I believe that you are, if you watch this, can you please train your officers so such matters don't happen. The purpose of me doing this video is not to gain fame. steer an issue, but to educate people what's wrong and what's right. Doesn't mean that you are from URA, or doesn't mean that you are from the police force, that we have to do things your way. There are protocols and there are acts. I got the URA Act here, right? So I believe that you came here, right, fine, you do your job because someone complained, but you didn't ring the doorbell, you barge in, alright, my wife opened, and you guys didn't do it right. Every single room or every single check, every 4 of you must follow with the police officer who's using a body cam. Not one guy entering the room, my wife. Why must you take my wife IC particulars inside the room? Why not outside in front of everybody? What's wrong with you? Are you okay, mister? I mean, are you dumb? I don't think you're dumb. If you're dumb, you won't be working for URA. Are you retarded? I don't think you're working for URA if you're retarded. For the lady who keeps on looking at my personal things, I have no comment against you. You're like, I won't say you're a fellow Muslimah. I won't use that Muslimah or that Malay or that Muslim term. But to me, I'm very disappointed because you're a lady. You saw a lady who's not well being escorted in the room alone with your officer, and you let it be. So I do not know whether you're dumb or maybe you just don't know your job. Alright, so my complaint, the thing is, I met my lawyers. So my lawyers said there's no point in suing them because they will not compensate you, they will not give an apology. But what we can do is we can complain and we can create public awareness that they cannot do things whatever they want. Listen here, I'm not going against the government, I'm not going against the police. I believe in the police force because our country is very, very safe. And I believe in all the agencies. Like I said, I voted for the current government, I voted for our leaders. So I believe that whatever is happening in Singapore is very, very well taken care of. But I'm very disappointed with URA for not doing the job properly, for being cowboys, for not following protocol, and I will lodge a complaint. The officers called me, she also got nothing to say, because I told the officer this: if you in my shoes, people do that, would you be happy? She kept quiet in the line. Yeah, you already called me this afternoon to explain things to me, but the explanation is your door was open so we come in, which is a bit down to me. Alright? If I were to have called names to certain people or to anybody, I apologize, but you must understand my anger. You guys so-called, not attack, so-called had a confrontation with my sick wife without me being around. You guys didn't produce any documentation. You guys didn't even give any letters or slips stating that you came to my house. You just came and just go like that. This is Singapore. This is not a third world country. We have laws. We believe in laws, So all I got to say is, to the public that's watching this, please learn the act of what people can do. This is not the infectious act. This is not about COVID. It's about COVID. If anybody in there, the government the responsible agencies can come in. Even I say cannot, but if they know there's someone who's having COVID inside my house, they can come rush to the house and they can just take the person out. That one, yes, I believe you don't need a warrant. But this is not the infectious act. This is basically the safety distancing and the gathering. So you came in, you found no one. My wife was alone. It was a false alarm. It took you more than 24 hours to give me a call to explain things, right? So I believe thousands of people have watched the video, and I believe thousands of people said that you guys did the wrong thing, right? It's true. You guys, okay, listen to this. They do not need a warrant to go in your house. They just need your permission. And if you allow, they go in. If you don't allow, they can come back, but they must give you 6 hours notice. Then they can come in. So this is basically the URA Act. Alright? I'm not going to touch on the Police Act, but I'm just disappointed that the police officer with the body cam did not come and document what was happening inside. So that's my disappointment. So I would like this thing to stop. I would like to carry on my daily life. For those who have supported me and understand the burden and the trauma that my family had faced, I'm thankful, and thank you for supporting me. For those haters, you can hate me all you want, but end of the day, always remember how much you hate me. How much you hate me. End of the day, right? It's either you are buried when you die or you get burned when you die. So end of the day, all of us still die. Doesn't mean I have a car, I have a house, I'm a bit well off than you, I will die a special way, I go to heaven. No. As humans, everybody will die one day. Everybody will end up the same place one day. So all I gotta say is keep on hating, but when you hate someone, please have a reasonable doubt. Alright, that's all for tonight, and this is to clear the air between myself. I will not be suing any agencies, but I will write in to complain about the protocols that wasn't right. And my advice to URA, please train your officers, because your association is a very respectable one. Please train them. Please do not let them act as cowboys, because I know sometimes people who have power, when we were young, we would dream to be police, we would dream to be CID, FBI, so when we got the power, sometimes we forget, alright? Like Spider-Man said, with great power come great responsibility. So don't use your great power to be a bloody idiot, alright? And that's all I got to say.